Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And today we're going to talk about Airbnb in the Dominican Republic. 60% of occupancy? Oh, yes. This is the numbers that we've been looking for, ladies and gentlemen. If you're looking to do an Airbnb in the Dominican Republic, you need to stay tuned. Real estate investing with no credit check, no qualifying, no barriers to entry is possible. And welcome. Stop struggling now, gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, please share the videos because you never know who you're going to be able to help. For all those that are interested in doing short-term rentals, then this is for you. This is based on the Dominican Republic, the latest news at the end of May 2023. So let's check this out. But before we do that, we have to go to the Stop Struggling Now YouTube channel page and podcast page. This is so you know that you should subscribe to the channel. Once again, share these videos. An array of helping people is what we try to do here. And please notice the join button over here on the far right hand side. That's how you become a member of the channel. And as a member of the channel, on the community tab, you receive special messages specifically for you. You can join me on any live stream and discuss any subject matter that you want to, meaning you can be on screen and discuss at the same time. And on Wednesday night live streams, only members with the icon can be in the chat room. Everybody can watch the live stream, but only members on Wednesday night, and members receive special messages on the community tab along with 1 or 2 videos per month specifically for them. Now, without further ado, let's get into this great news for Airbnb host, Dominican Republic. You can see it here. I'll have a link down below to the Dominican Today so you can go read this in its entirety so you will understand. Just so you get an idea, when we make our conservative predictions on how much we'll be able to rent or possibly receive in rent over the course of a year, we have been using 60% as the conservative number. If it's higher than 60%, then you could earn more than the return on investment, otherwise known as the ROI, that you had anticipated. So this is why I'm excited to bring this to you, because here it is, a May 25th article. Airbnb at full speed in the Dominican Republic captures almost 60% of accommodations. And the reason why it says almost is because it's 59.7% right here. Approximately 59.7% of the lodging room supply in the country is provided through platforms such as Airbnb. This is very, very good news. I want you to understand, ladies and gentlemen, they are building many, many more hotels, many, many more condos, villas, townhomes. So therefore, there is a tourism boom that's going on in the Dominican Republic. You have to understand where you invest. So I'm just going to give you some numbers. You can search the channel for our tourism information and updates, but coming through the island in the last month, I will get into it, but I'm going to tell you about it here briefly. You can see this. 3.8 million visitors arrived in only 4 months. They are predicting 7.8, 9, which would be a record for the year. They are already almost halfway there in just 4 months. Do you think they're going to break the record for tourism and visitors? Let me know what you think down below in the description. But the reason I went to this is just so you'll understand. In the first 4 months, which is prime time, January, February, March, and April, you have to understand 2.7 tourists were welcomed. You have to understand this number is very, very significant. It breaks the record of 2.3, all-time record. And they're gonna be more because now Open Skies is gonna be available June 1st of 2023, which means airport will now be allowed to have more airlines, more scheduled airlines coming in, more departures, more arrivals, which means more visitors. So if you think this is going to go down from 60%, I have news for you. It is not. So now it's going to be a matter of you. You're going to start a business there. You're going to get yourself start a business, get yourself a condo, get yourself a villa, get yourself a townhouse there. Now, 67% of all tourists that go to the Dominican Republic land at the Punta Cana International Airport so far this year. If that keeps up and it drops to 60%, and they do in fact get 7 million to 7.5 million tourists by air over the course of this year, that would be a record in itself. They'll more likely get 5 million, but you can start doing the math. If you have 3 or 4 million tourists just landing at that airport, the rest of the whole entire country only get roughly 30 to 40% of the tourists. But one place gets 60. Where do you think the demand's going to be? So now you understand why you should be a little more excited when you see this type of a news and they capture 60% of the tourists are going through Airbnb, or are they also going through other short-term rental platforms? So if Airbnb is doing 60% of accommodations, what about all those other places where you have your own management company who doesn't even go through Airbnb? Or you have a management company that uses Airbnb. They also use VRBO. They also have their own website because they're part of the Condo Hotel Association. So now the number is actually higher. Now is the time, ladies and gentlemen. You can get into real estate in the Dominican Republic. No credit check, no qualifying, no barriers to entry. You can put down $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000 to reserve a unit. Then you can put down 10% in most cases of whatever the purchase price is, and then they will give you the terms at 0% interest. So your terms could be whenever they're going to finish the first phase of the project, which could be 2 years, it could be 2.5 years, it could be 3 years. So you'll have your down payment of 30%, 40% of the purchase price that you're going to pay monthly while they're building up the complex or the project. So therefore, you have your skin in the game. 30, 40, 50% has already been down when they deliver it. And then when they deliver it, then you go see the bank. But in the meantime, you have 40 or 50% down. That is significant for lending, and that's going to help you out in 2 to 3 years. Search the channel if you're interested in Dominican Republic or any real estate investing, because we give you ideas. It doesn't have to be just in Dominican Republic, but I think a growing environment is the best place to park your money and buy real estate, because you will win on 2 fronts. You'll win on rental. You'll also win on appreciation of your real estate. And with all that said, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think down below. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. I know it's hard out here, and that's why we try to help you. That's why the channel's called Stop Struggling Now, because most people don't talk about no credit check, no qualifying, no barriers to entry. because they think of things differently. Here, we think of you. So with all that said, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.